It was early morning in the quiet village of Umudike. The sun rose gently over the rooftops. Women swept their compounds, and children hurried to school. Everything looked peaceful. In the center of the village stood a small bakery owned by a young man named Umudike. He was known for baking the softest bread in the village. But on that day, one loaf looked different from the others. As Umudike arranged the bread on the table, he noticed something strange. The large loaf began to move. Slowly. Quietly, as if it were alive. Later that evening, a hungry man named Umudike entered the bakery. He pointed at the biggest loaf on the table and asked to buy it. Umudike hesitated, but he finally handed the bread to him. In the middle of the night, a loud scream echoed through the village. People woke up in fear and rushed outside their homes. Something terrible had happened. When the villagers entered the house, they were shocked. The man had completely disappeared. There was no sign of him anywhere. Only the bread remained on the floor. Fear spread across the village. The chief called an emergency meeting. Everyone gathered to discuss the strange and frightening event. That night, the village priest decided to investigate. He entered the bakery alone. The strange loaf of bread was still there, sitting quietly on the table. Suddenly, the bread began to shake. It cracked open, and thick smoke filled the room. A dark spirit slowly appeared before the priest. The priest prayed loudly and sprinkled holy water. Suddenly, the bread burst into flames. The spirit disappeared, and the curse was finally broken. Peace returned to the village once again. But the people never forgot what happened. From that day on, they learned a lesson. Not everything that looks ordinary is safe.